Charlotte, North Carolina businessman Rick Hendrick is the top car owner on the NASCAR Winston Cup circuit, at least as far as the number of teams he owns, which is 4. He is also involved in IMSA road racing, drag racing, and boat racing, so he has a lot going on in motorsports.
And he's been around racing his entire life. He and his dad worked on cars together when he was young. I had to wonder, why would a guy who has all of that going for him want to enter a Winston Cup event?
You know, if you've got the guts to do it, go do it, you know.
That philosophy sums up Rick Hendricks' attitude towards life as a whole. And it's that very same outlook that led him into Winston Cup racing as a car owner to begin with.
Nothing motivates me any more than someone telling me I can't do it. And believe you, plenty of people told me I couldn't do it. I had people with Chevrolet tell me, you don't know what you're getting into. It's a big time, big league racing. You've got to be on the inside. You've got to have all this experience. You've got to know the right people. And that's true, knowing the right people, but being able to identify talent in any kind of business or racing. Seeing, you know, just recognizing good quality people and getting them to work together. And you know, it's been a challenge, and it's a challenge every day. It's that competitiveness. It's a challenge. It's someone saying, here it is, see what you can do with it. And our people are that way. They say, well, let's go do it. Let's go for it. You know, life's exciting. Let's try something different. You know, let's see if we can make it happen again. Because it's really someone saying, okay, you did it over here, can you do it over there?
There was a much more important reason for Rick Hendrick to try and qualify for the Winston Western 500 at Riverside than just a good time.
This gives me a good insight into what's going on in the sport, you know, between the crew chief and the driver and the crew. And it means something to them. I've never seen our guys. I'm closer to my teams than I've ever been since I'm driving. And I think it's going to help me a lot in working with them.
Rick had no problem making the race, qualifying 21st, ahead of experienced racers like Morgan Shepherd, Joe Ruttman, and Davey Allison.
Now, when a guy beats me and he laughs about it, then I really get fired up. And I mean, the competition is what makes me click.
Rick Hendrick may appear to be a win-at-all-costs, go-for-the-throat individual, but the truth is, Rick Hendrick doesn't have many enemies, if any. He drives fancy boats and arrives at business appointments by way of Learjet. But showing off is not his style. He doesn't do or buy anything unless he has a good reason or a good opportunity.
They got some nice-looking used cars out here.
Rick Hendrick has been dramatically successful at almost everything he's ever attempted, but he's always wanted to race in a Winston Cup event, and the opportunity finally presented itself.
We had this car sitting around, and all of the crew they really enjoy it, and I really enjoy being out here with them, you know, during the week and, you know, eating hot dogs and hamburgers behind the truck, and it's just really being one of the guys. You know, I always wanted to drive, and I drove boats and drag cars and go-karts, and I raced all of my life, but, you know, this is kind of the top deal, and, you know, we came out here, and I said, guys, if we can just make the field, we'll be doing good for me with the experience I have. But we're really running pretty good. We're satisfied, and hopefully we'll get in the race and get some more experience and have some fun.
1987 has not been a very fun year for Rick Hendrick's racing operation. Darrell Waltrip has won just once. Tim Richmond has won twice, but has temporarily retired for health reasons. Benny Parsons is winless, and so is Jeff Bodine.
I would rather try to work with my people and motivate my people. Let's do it together, than stand back with with the iron hand and beat on people. That doesn't get anything done. So I guess I am aggressive. I'm motivated to win. I'm very competitive, but also my philosophy is if you do the best you can, then we just come back and try to do it next week again. I want to stay out of trouble, get some good experience, try to be there at the end, and then if I'm strong enough and my car's good enough, then race some people right there at the end. I don't want to get out here and abuse the car and just run it in the ground early and then not have anything for the end of the race. So I guess that's going to be my strategy. Just set a pace, I think all my guys have told me, drivers and crew chiefs, just set a pace that you're comfortable with and don't worry about the competition. And then when it gets down to it at the end and the track's slippery and everybody's tires are soft and, you know, the brakes are gone, and then see who's there to race.
Unfortunately, Rick Hendrick wouldn't be there at the end. Several flat tires and a broken bell housing sent Hendrick to the sidelines early. But the afternoon was far from a total loss. Although he failed to achieve his goal of finishing the race, he was successful in gaining a lot of insight.
The only way I knew I had a flat tire was the car was sideways going down the straightaway, so I knew I had a problem. But the car gets loose, and you don't know whether it's oil or speedy dry. So I've seen Jeff and him come in and say, we got a flat, which side, I don't know. So now I know there's no way to know.
Rick Hendrick will likely try a few Winston Cup events next year. He was bitten by the racing bug as a young boy and will never lose his desire to race anything fast. Mostly, though, he'll continue to build his business empire, calmly, quietly, and as just one of the guys.
I don't like a lot of attention. I just like to go to the race and stay in the pits. I don't go party. You know, I'm a racer. I am a racer.
Steve, the fact that he is a racer helps to make him so well accepted in the sport and well respected.
And that he is also one of the top 3 auto dealers in the United States. And as if he's not busy enough, he's also a part owner of the new NBA team that's coming to Charlotte in 1988.
So he's a sports fan. We need to take a break. When we come back, we'll have the NASCAR notebook, which deals with the point system.
And we'll also have the latest news, so stay with us.